Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, it's Blitz practice. Now, I gotta admit, Blitz is not my favorite format. I don't like it. It seems very unregulated by LSS, and I think that leads to some problems. Now, with that in mind, I am kind of excited to play Blitz tonight because I do have a skirmish coming up, and we have a Blitz Talishar tournament this weekend. But, oh, excuse me. I would like to make it very, very, very clear to everyone here that I am playing Zen tonight because I think he's probably just the best thing you can be doing in Blitz. Not because it's what I would enjoy playing the most. Honestly, I'd probably play Victor if it were up to me. Like, it's probably what I'll play when it comes skirmish season time, but Zen's just insane. So we're going to be testing Zen tonight. Also, beforehand, I had a couple of questions came up in the Discord last night about my case tournament and how I did and things like that. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit and kind of just, you know, go over the rounds and talk about my matches and things like that. Yo, let's go. Peterson with that Prime sub, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, brother. It means a lot. A lot of great content credits you could share that with every month. So I really appreciate you throwing that my way, man. It means a lot. Hey, Ben, Max, what's going on? How is everybody? All right, so yesterday there was a case tournament at a local store of mine. It's called the Blue Post. It is like, you know, definitely what I would call like my LGS. You know, owner's a good friend of mine. Great place to buy cards at. I got a lot of board games, cool stuff. It's a great store. It's a great atmosphere. I love the place. So it was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 8, and then we were playing. First place got 2 boxes. Second got a box, and third and fourth split a box. So, you know, we could try to, like, you know, put it all around and like make and kind of share the love a little bit here. I love Carly plugging the Discord and her own command. I absolutely love it. Yo, Chips, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Enjoy the content. Can't wait to see Zen. I picked the deck too. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just that good, you know? Like, honestly, like, the deck's just broken. So like when people are like, oh, I'm playing Zen, I'm like, I get it, you know? I completely understand. So round 1, I played against Prism. I played against Zach, who's on the stream quite a bit. I ended up hanging. Zach comes on and hangs out and plays cards with me quite a bit. He was playing Prism, and I think he played about like maybe 10 games total ever of Prism, and just decided to play it for fun. You know, just to kind of get a better like experience. Just, you know, I don't know, like it kind of, you know, branching out, like playing some different decks. Having played the matchup a bunch of times on Victor, I was able to take it down. Zach put up a good fight. Like, we played a long game. It was a good game. And like, there was a couple of times when Zach really put a lot of pressure on me. But it was, overall, it was a good game. I enjoyed the game and the match in general. It was good. Doing well. Just here for the good times. I like that. I like that. Zayn may be strong in Blitz, but I'm playing Briar till she LLs. A lot of people play like what they like in Blitz, right? And I can't blame them. I get that. Like, Martin, that makes a lot of sense to me, you know? Like, play the things you enjoy. It makes a lot of sense. Zen is very fun, though I lean into Tiger instead of Bonds. I mean, Tiger's definitely more fun, right? Like, Tiger's a cooler version of the deck. Plus, Maul's a really cool card. I really like the card Maul in general. I think it's a sweet card in general. But, yeah. So, played Prism round 1. Was able to take it down. Round 2, I played against Dash. Now, I played against, like, one of our locals who's, like, a Dash main, and he's a very good Dash player. But on turn 3 of the game, I went Rouse into Chokeslam for a 15-point turn. Or I'm sorry, it was a 16-point turn because I had just won with a trounce, I think. So he decided to take 15 to play his high octane hand, and he happened to like rip into 2 items and like really couldn't do anything. So his turn was attack for 6, which I blocked with a test of strength. Excuse me. He attacked with a red 0 to 60 and a pistol and then put an item into play. So he took 15 to serve 6 and play an item, which I think is a very bad exchange, and he would agree with you. But it was just one of those turns where like his hand didn't really pan out, and he kind of just fell behind and was never able to catch back up, right? Typo on the headband should be Agroblaze 69. Listen, I told them they wouldn't do it, though. They said they had ethical obligations and they wouldn't do it. So I have no idea what I'm playing for the tournament. Might just not play a single Blitz game at all till it happens. I mean, I'm not telling you how to live your life, but that's living fast and loose there, Wally. Fast and loose. Throwing a tiger for 0 and slapping a maul on it. Chef's kiss. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, a Templar, honestly. Like, the maul is just a cool card. So 2-0 through the tournament. Beat a Prism, beat a Dash IE, and then round 3 I played against Enigma. On turn 0, Enigma goes Spectral Manifestations, attack, play Restless Coalescence, take all the counters, attack again, and then put 10,000 Year Reunion into play. The next 3 turns for me were winning with clashes and to play Visit Goldmane Estate, go again, like attack. 3 turns in a row to get me back into the game, and I ended up winning like one of the longest and probably one of the like best games I've ever played. And even the guy that I played said the same thing. Blake said the same thing, that it was a great game. Like, he had a lot of fun, and that like it was unfortunate that he lost, but it was a very good, very grindy game. And I did like, it was a very close game, and honestly one of those times when you get to see the real power of Victor, in my opinion, because he did a lot of broken stuff. But you know, I threw a Spinal Crush for 15 one turn. Like, it's just stuff like that. You know, it was a very like, it was a very powering like power. I don't know. It was a haymaker of a game back and forth. Round 4, the final round of Swiss, I ended up playing against Silas, who was playing KO, and I beat Silas. He was very, like, he knew that we were locked for the 1 and 2 seed going in the top 8, so he was very, like, yeah, whatever, and he played very loose, and I ended up winning the game. Probably should have lost, but I ended up winning. Cut to top 8, and I played against Zach playing Prism again, and we played a closer game and a longer game this time, but I ended up being able to take it out. He had a couple of unfortunate hands line up where I had Command and Conquer, and he couldn't really like do anything about it. It was like one of those interesting hands where he was trying to hang on as much as he could, but couldn't really do anything about it. I was just applying a lot of pressure and like trying to keep his board clear, and he ended up having some awkward hands because of it. So, and then after the top 8 match, we decided to split in the top 4. So everybody got a box. We opened the box last night, and we didn't get an L or a Marvel, but we opened a Weakest Link, which, I mean, you know, is like a $50 card right now. So I was pretty happy about opening that M, to be honest. It was pretty cool. Pretty good box, all things considered. So it was fun to play in the tournament. I enjoyed it. Like, getting to hang out with everybody locally was a good time. Felt pretty good about going 5-0 on Victor. I was playing another Dash IE in the top 4 match, and then I don't know if I would have won that game. He had more D-reacts and more items and things like that, I think. So I don't know if I would have been able to cross the finish line against that matchup. But it was, I feel confident about the matchup. It's just getting a little lucky early on is really what it takes, in my opinion. Because winning clashes against Dash isn't that easy. Like, we play a lot of non-attack actions in Victor, and then on top of that, like, Dash plays a lot of 6s. They play maximum velocity. Like, they play a lot of cards that do win clashes. So it's one of those things that you just kind of have to keep an eye out for when you're, like, you know, playing the game, and just make sure you're playing carefully, and, you know, trying to be a little conservative when it comes to stuff like that. Also, before we jump into Blitz games, the last thing I want to talk about is that I'm off Anothos completely. I am just on Titan's Fist Shield now. I am completely, like, sold on that. I think that's the best way to be playing Victor right now. That might change, but I think that's the best way to be playing Victor right now. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm up to. That was my tournament yesterday. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I was like, I enjoy doing these, like, you know, recaps where I tell you guys about my tournaments and things I could have done better and stuff like that. So yesterday was like one of those tournaments where I was really like sweaty, as a lack for a better term. Like, I was pitch stacking. I was counting pitch stack every single round. Like, I was, you know, really trying to focus and like play hard. And, you know, I ended up going 5-0 yesterday, and it really paid off. So it feels pretty good. To, you know, put the time in, put the work in, and then to see the results come, you know, a little bit later feels pretty good. So I like that. Let's all right. So Nick said he was going to be playing some games with us, but I don't see Nick in the Discord. So I'm going to join the Discord and hang out. And if he joins, then we'll get some games in. And if not, we're going to be playing Blitz anyway. So let's hop into it. I've already got a game fired up here. I don't see Nick just yet. So I'm going to fire it up. We're going to play one here. And if he joins, then we'll happen to jump in. I am playing Blitz, not Request Undo Blitz. This is the list I'm working with. I think AB3 is probably correct. I don't know. I wanted to run Lantern because against like, you know, Blades or anything like that, we can run Lantern Robe, and Gloves, and then we can use Traverse and Stride to play a massive hand. And then we're playing a 42 card deck, and we have Command and Conquers in the deck to like kind of help us. Like, one, they can be Paupers in certain matchups. Speaking of this, they can be Paupers in specific matchups, and they can also just have like a lot of value in general. Looking at this, we're playing 21. We're playing, I don't think we can submit more than 40 cards. So we'll cut the Cosmic Awakening, and I don't want to cut 2 blues. We're only on 21 blues, so I don't want to cut 2. I guess we'll cut a Tiger Swipe. I don't know how correct this is. Kakara is probably the best play here, if I had to guess. Needles are pretty good, but Kakara is probably better. Hey, thanks, Brad. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate that a whole bunch, man. This is a very, very awkward hand. I'm kind of okay to Arsenal the Command and Conquer here. I was really hoping to get a Transcend here early on, and also having to Arsenal our Pauper is tough. Cut an E-Strike, I think. You're building the deck that helps me win Blitz. LOL, Silas. Silas is constantly telling me that he wants me to just play decks for him so that he can, he wants me to build decks so that he can just like play them. That's like what he wants to do. Hey, Nick, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Good.
Yeah, I also really think that we need the Paupers here, E1. I'm not sure. Pitching the Triumph is interesting. Must be his only yellow. We could block 7 here. And then play the CNC. I don't know. It's an interesting choice. I see this as a Blitz channel now. You know it, man. You know it. Not play, just build, LOL. I was brewing on February, and it always seems so bad. I feel that way when I build deck lists sometimes, too, honestly. Yeah, man, I have already forgotten how obnoxious that is. I think we'll just kill the Parable here. Like, killing the Parable seems pretty good. I know that like we really want to be playing offense and stuff like that, but I don't know. And what sim do you usually play? I'm not sure what you mean, Riken. Are you asking like where am I playing games? Like online, do you mean? We'll be friends and you can play my decks because that's all I do is build and test, LOL. Silas would like that. Silas would like that very much. Alright, we're probably gonna have to take some damage here. That's a big yike-a-roonies there, dog. I mean, we'll block 5. Hope they don't have the Angelic Wrath here. We'll take 1. Go to 17. Play Pierce Reality. So we have one of a lot of stuff left here. We're going to Arsenal the Passover, I think, is the route we're going to go. So we're going to go Rising Sun, Setting Moon, play Preserved Tradition. We're going to put we'll put the 100 Winds back in the deck because it's just a good card to have. I think gaining the resource is fine here. I mean, that's pretty cracked, actually. So we'll put the Passover on the bottom. We'll gain the resource. We will throw Kakara. We'll lead on Kakara here. They obviously don't have something they wanted to do. Online simulator for the game because it's physical. Oh, sure, Riken. So I'm playing on what's called Talishar. It's actually a webly, just the game. It's like just a web browser you can play on. So if you have an internet connection, you can play anytime you'd like to, buddy. So let's go. Sure. We'll activate Zen. My opponent just said good game. That seems pretty toxic. I assume they are referring to the fact that they think they've lost. Let's go chase the tail. Maybe I've lost. Can you send the link? I'm on cell phone. Yeah, here. Let's see. Talishar. Talishar.net is the website. Should be in the Twitch chat, also in the YouTube chat if you're hanging out. Here in just a moment. So this is for 2 from the Kakara. Let's freaking go. Yo, let's go. Riken, thank you for that follow, man. I really appreciate it, brother. We got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're here for the first time, man. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I know you're on a cell phone, but still, I'd like to know more about you, man. I'm all about hanging out and connecting with the viewers. Nick, as soon as this game's over, I got you, brother.
No, you're good. I was in the wrong Discord. I was in the team Discord.
Is that not what I'm in?
I think you're in your Discord, right?
Oh, no, we're in the team Discord. I was like, God, I thought I joined the team Discord.
Or I was in your Discord, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, I always try to join the team Discord because I'm like, you know, like we should use it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so really we can keep the Chi if we want here. Tiger at our opponent. Now, we can go Tiger at them and then pass, or we could kill the Parable. We can go Tiger at them, and then we can throw the Command and Conquer. It's probably better just to kill the Parable, right? And I like killing the Parable here. I don't know. I don't know if that's correct or not. I mean, we get to have a... There's not really a reason to search for it, right? Yeah, we can just take 7 here. So I keep forgetting, and honestly, like, this is just kind of me, like, being bad, but, like, I keep forgetting that there is, like, not an on-hit effect here, other than the fact that it goes to Soul. I keep thinking that there's, like, a relevant on-hit effect here. Make a Spectral Shield, then attack me for 1, so I'm going to go to 9, and then I'm going to go to 8. It's okay, we've got a lot of equipment for next turn. We're going to refresh, because I think I hit pass here. Talishar randos have been more toxic for me lately. I mean, I get that more. Big reason I like Zen, his lines are so crazy and non-linear. I mean, yeah, Andrew, he can do some really, really dumb stuff. I agree. So we're going to play this, play Homage. I don't really see a reason to gain a resource here. Actually, we should, right? Pitch the Chi, and then we can go get a Descendant Gust Wave. We're gonna go draw a card and go again. It's like pretty much always the best mode as a standard. Oh my god. We're about to go Super Saiyan. Buff and banish. I mean, it would be bad if they had Arclight here, but I think they would have already have played Arclight if they had it. And we get to come in for 4 here. Kill Pierce because you don't have that many poppers, and letting Prism hit is worse than you statistically. So I wasn't really worried about not popping things, Andrew. I was more worried about the, like, just the value that that card gets. Like, the Parable gets a lot of value if we leave it in play, right? And I think that's more what I was worried about. Uh, 100 wins is looking insane, and we can't really throw the Command and Conquer here, but that's okay. And then we do have all of our equipment here. They've managed to keep a lot of their cards so far, which is kind of scary. This forces a card out of their hand. Whether it's a card to block with Footsteps and Tunic or not, I don't know, but they still force a card. I'm a Legends of Runeterra player who is trying something new to play a competitive game after the... Oh, dude, Did they shut down competitive Runeterra? If they did, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's unfortunate. I hate that. I'm high elo there and got top 1 sometimes. Brother, that's awesome, man. Congrats, dude. Being number 1 in any game is, like, wildly impressive to me. And then this being for 6 forces minimum 2 cards out of their hand. If they have a no block, they're just dead. Nice. We had an AVPT of 12.33 across 4 turns, which is, like, pretty mediocre, to be honest. But, I mean, you just saw, like, all it takes is, like, 1 big turn, really. Because, like, every turn before that was, like, kind of mid, and we still had all of our equipment left. What was coming up next? I mean, this hand's honestly nothing to write home about, but we can probably turn it into something pretty good with E-Strike and Command and Conquer. Yeah. I don't know. That felt pretty good, though. My man said officially a Tennessee gamer. Dude, Billy, are you in Knoxville? Dude, if you're in Knoxville, does that mean you're going to the pre-release at Brickhouse? Values in is a very weird concept, I agree. A while back, you said you usually play multiple heroes in one night when you stream Blitz. So if you want Briar at any point, let me know. So, Brad, depending on how tonight looks, I might take you up on that. I had planned on just playing Blitz because it might be the Blitz deck that I play at a skirmish here coming up. But if we do play another deck, I will let you know for sure. CNC weapon, perhaps. So to pitch the blue to play 100 wins. Yeah, that would have been good, Kevin. I like that. Such a high roll deck, but the dice are weighted. Alex said he hates Zen. I know a lot of people that hate it, brother. Phantasm messes up AVPT, I think. Oh, Spectra? Gotcha, that would make sense. You might want to stay away from Rune Blades. Bro, troll, that's unnecessary shade, brother. Unnecessary shade. I mean, I get it. It was rough the other night. I get it. All right, let's send Nick this invite link here real quick. All right, I just sent it to you in the table chat, brother. Hey, what's up, Mello? You ready for a Bolton matchup? I've been cooking for skirmish as well. If you're going to be around for a while, then yeah, we can definitely get a game in later. It's like Nick and I are going to play some right now to test a little bit, but yeah, absolutely. Just moved in, planning to get an armory deck at Brickhouse ASAP and pre-release. Dude, you need to go to the pre-release that Friday night they're having. Whatever weekend that is. I know that there's like 2 or 3 of us coming down. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 of us coming down to the pre-release down there. So we'll definitely be there. We'll definitely be there hanging out. I think Zen should have gotten bans in Blitz too. He 100% should have, Brad. 100%, brother. There's like a 0% chance that like this like Zen deck is fair in my opinion. I'll be around.
Another invite. It's not letting me join.
I sent you the game again here, just in the chat again. If it doesn't work, let me know, and I'll. Make sure you get a blitz deck. I was like, I did that a little bit ago. Billy, it's awesome that you're in, dude, it's awesome. It's great that you're like right down the road now. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm excited to have you like in the area, but man, like, I swear to God, it feels like our area just has so many good players, man. Like, every ProQuest, every Road to Nationals is so sweaty. Do I need to make a new game, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not letting me.
Let's see here. All right, private. Oh, well, I have to have the Blitz link. Let's see here. Copy deck link to clipboard. Copy that invite link. Let's try this one. Helps if we actually get a legal deck. Oh. I'm really curious to know when we run the needles. Like, I assume that like the needles are like in basically every matchup you would want them in CC. Except you probably get punished less for playing needles in Blitz because it's like such a fast format. This is probably a needle matchup. I think we just want to run our main 40 here. I don't really think we want these. There are 2 sideboard cards of CNCs here. We're probably just looking to run our main 40. There could be a world where we cut the Cosmic Awakening and play Command and Conquer, because I don't really ever see that coming to fruition. That's for slower matchups. So maybe a one of CNC gets a lot of value here. We'll try it like this and see what happens. So we have to play this, play Stir the Pot. Don't really want to gain a resource here, and then we're going to activate Zen just to get value. We're probably just going to fail to find here. There could be a world where I'm supposed to go get like a mauling key here and start filling up the graveyard, but good competition is the best way to get better. I'm just glad there's a good community here. Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. It is definitely the best way to get better. Yeah, let's just go get a mauling key. We'll play this what I think is correctly here. So we pitch 2 blues. Let's go draw card and go again. It's an interesting card to draw into. This is going to be for 0, which is big Sag, but okay. Get the mauling just in case he doesn't have good blocks. Yeah, that was kind of my thought here, and honestly, I think we're just supposed to play this. Because this has go again regardless, which means we can follow up with the mauling key no matter what, but if it does hit, then we get more value out of this potential card, like out of our hits here. Being able to leak damage on turn 0 and set ourselves up with like probably one of the best arsenals in the game, like in our deck, is insane. I think it's always correct to draw, personally. Like, you just never know. Like, it drew us into this, and I think this is very good. So that's why I chose to draw. You never know what you're gonna rip into. Even if we do like rip into like another Transcend card, like I think that's okay, honestly. All right, Nick blocks 6, and we're just gonna pass because we don't have an action point. We're gonna arsenal this. Nick's just gonna try and kill us here on turn 1. You got merch now? No, Mello. There's no merch. Dude, I wish that was like a feasible thing. I really do. I mean, sand seems okay, right? I just saw the headband. Okay, so the headband, yeah, so the headband is like that's a, I mean, it's something that I like had custom made because I thought it would, I think it's fun, to be honest. I think it's pretty cool. I don't really know what the correct decision is here. Like, in all honesty, I don't. Red headbands and a Sharpie, and we are cooking. My man. My man. Billy gets it. Billy's a man with a vision. I don't know if this is correct, but I think the way the game's going, we're just gonna... We're gonna go for it. It is very weird to play an aggro deck and have this many cards in our hand. Like, just actively weird. Ninja Turtles? I like that. I like that. We could be the Ninja Turtles. That could be fun. So we are going to bonds. It's, like, just the best thing we could be doing here. I would imagine that this is the best card we can, like, end on here, is this. I don't know for sure. This is, like, a little bit of a questionable decision. This could just be better because it's just like a 0 for 4, but we're also leaving ourselves like in an awkward spot with it. Well, no, we're going to get 1 off of that. Let's go get a Tiger Swipe. It's also interesting because if Nick just has like a very good hand, he could just push it. Yeah, I think the hat and shoes are correct here as well. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How are you? Yeah, I definitely think it was correct to give the... Did Nick discard a Reckless Swing?
Yeah.
That feels good. I'm trying to see the rest of the turn here. Play this. Play this. On hit's insane. We always have this to use at instant speed. We're keeping both of our resources for both of these here. Also, since we're not going to gain a resource, we can keep 1 and we can go get the last mauling key. We also... I think this is correct. It's a weird thought process here, but I think it's correct. And rethink the action. It's always, I don't know if this is correct. Screw it, full send, LOL. Geek, that is generally, like, when I'm playing Talishar, a lot of times is my mentality because I want to figure out what the best thing I could be doing is. It's like, let's just do it. I think going for swipe to end on the E-Strike is correct here, Kevin. I do agree. When and where can we buy the official Agroblaze red headband? Bro, y'all are wild. So we're going to activate this to go get Chase the Tail. Chase the Tail for 4. I mean, Nick's still at 14, so we got a long way to go here. But the fact that he discarded a Blood Rush, or I'm sorry, he discarded a Reckless to his Reckless is like bananas for us. This is for 4 because of Shuko. Take the card on the left, please. You love to see it. This is for 4. On hit. On hit, nothing. We'll throw a needle because it's free. And then we'll come in for 3. I feel like I definitely left something off the table here. Like, I feel like I missed something. Something didn't feel quite as good as it could have been that turn. I don't know what I did that turn, but it definitely felt that way for me. This is also a really interesting hand. Everyone going to Battlehardened Columbus should wear a headband. Dude, I'm in for that. I think it'd be hilarious. Hey, Jay, what's up, dude? We're 1-0 so far. We beat a Prism, but Nick's giving us a hard time right now. I really want to play this, if I'm being honest, but I feel like I'm just supposed to play this and then play this and then try to make a value turn out of what I can. Force Nick's hand here. Let's go for this. See if we get lucky. You never know what could come off the top. We do not get lucky. That's okay. We're going to preserve tradition, and we're going to put a Tiger Swipe back in the deck. That way we're like giving ourselves a little bit of like leeway room here. We are going to gain a resource. I could choose to play this, but I don't know if it's correct. I don't know that playing the card here in the middle is correct. It's probably just better to arsenal it. A cool line we could take here would be go again, putting this on the bottom. Needle 7. We're not keeping this in any way, but it would be a very good line. We could also go needle 7, which is a 11-point turn. Requires 2 cards from Nick, and we get to arsenal this, which means there's probably a decent chance we can give up 2 pieces of equipment here and still be in a good spot. We could just play the Art of War and see what happens here, right? Because like we have a pretty like, you know what? Let's do it. We have the chi to like transcend with, like to go search for something with, so we're just gonna live on the edge here. We're gonna flip. We are going to transcend here. We might as well. We can put this on the bottom. We're going to choose to gain a resource. We're gonna lead with needle. I think the turn panned out very well for us, all things considered here. If you arsenal it, it's never gonna get played. I mean, it's very possible. I'm going to Battlehardened Columbus, and I will definitely wear a red headband for that. That would be sick. I mean, I'm not ruling it out. I'm open to this idea. Then we're gonna activate Zen. So we're gonna have 1 tiger in hand. We could just get 100 wins and then play to the needle line and see what we draw. We could also like play for a bigger hand here. We're gonna go again, draw a card. So 100 wins would have been pretty good, but this is still fine, I think. This is still okay. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe, dude. More with it. I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, guys, please like that stream. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. We're gonna go Tiger for 1 because of the Art of War. Tiger Swipe comes in for 6. 2, 4, 5, 7. 7. I was forgetting the Shuko trigger. Or no, I was forgetting the Harmony trigger. This being for 7 is insane. Nick blocked the needle, right? No. Needle came through. The one good thing that could be here for us is that Nick has a lot of cards that blocks. So it could be like awkward for him. Or I'm sorry, he has a lot of cards that don't block. It's one of the downfalls of playing KO, in my opinion. So the tiger swipe is in our... Actually, I'm not supposed to play that there. I'm just supposed to play the tiger here. The needle, and then we have E-strike for 8. Shoo! It's been 2 games in a row that have felt like they were out of reach, and we've just kind of like out of nowhere. We had an AVPT of 24.5 over 3 turns. Now that's more like it. That's the numbers we're looking for. Y'all see me playing Zen at skirmish season. Mind your business. You want a quick rematch or full rematch or?
We can do quick rematch again.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you want to. If you need to change sideboarding, just let me know. So we can't transcend this turn. It's not possible. I hate to give this up, but I think we need to fill our graveyard. Considering we're playing rainbow copies of these cards, I think it's okay. I guess that's fair. KO's on about as many block cards as Zen would be. Makes a lot of sense. Coming in for 4. There's no combo cards in our graveyard, so there's nothing we can do here. But this does allow us to set up. If I had known that Nick was going to do that, we could have made a different play. We could have made a play where we tried to go for the transcend. And Nick blocking like that really opens us up to playing both of the needles, which is a big benefit here because we get to push 4 damage. And we get to worry, we don't have to worry about losing our needles. We get to just keep them. And if Nick doesn't, if he keeps his last card, I don't know that I can ever throw needles here. I think I'm just supposed to keep them. This hand seems pretty good. We have not transcended yet, so we're going to try and take some damage this turn, have a big turn, and then use equipment to like come back and be crazy. Shoo! Nick's rolled a 5 and a 6. Yeah, a hair says that. Oh, with a Savage Feast too. That's so good. This probably just takes 6, right? It's probably claw into something else if I had to guess. Cracking the sash. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's something he's allowed to do. I mean, we can just block 11. We don't get to transcend here, but I don't know that there's a world where we win the game if we don't block here. Yo, Brad, like the stream. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Like, I think we have to block and just hope for the best. I don't really think there's another option. It's one of the downfalls of going first in this matchup is that you don't really get to determine the, like, quote-unquote velocity of the game. This is a no blocks. We'll go to 7 here. Nick's going to give it go again. Yep. This is the tricky one. Because I don't really want to let him draw a card, but I don't really want to give up any of my cards here either. So if I block E-Strike Shuko Petals, we could actually transcend 2 of these cards here and throw some damage and like try to look for something that's like kind of decent to push some value. And we could block like this. Does the resources matter? So we're going to play this. In response, play this. This gives us 2 tigers in hand. We get to banish a card from his graveyard, which doesn't matter. And then from there, if we keep the petals, we can have 2 resources floating, which means we'll have 2 cheese in our hand. So we can activate Zen. And then Arsenal 1, so the resources don't really matter. In fact, this line's kind of tough, isn't it? So if I block with E-Strike and 2 pieces of equipment, I can go 100 wins, play this, and then potentially Arsenal this to set up a big hand here. I would know it isn't Trent just because of the 6 on the scabs, LOL. I'm not really sure what the best line is here. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good.
I mean, I want to keep more equipment because it gives us 5 block and a transcend later, but like we're just not using one of these. If we keep the 100 wins, we can play this, get these back, pitch 1 to play this, have 2, activate 1, gain new resources, and get a card that costs something. That requires us to keep this. I don't like it, but I think it's our better play here. Since the Sacred Arts have to be the second card played for you to get their pick effects. Oh, yeah, you do. You're correct. You do have to play one of the other cards first. That is true. Thank you for pointing that out. You are correct. How do we want to go about this? So if I play Grains and play Passover, I can play one of these. I'd have 2 cheese and 2 tigers, which means there's a chance he takes the chi, which is really bad because we can't arsenal it. But I also can't let him take... If he takes the Grains from my hand, we can't transcend it all here. So Passover, let's target his beatdown. Doesn't really matter. We're going to play Grain that tips the scale. This transcends. This transcends. Chase the Tail pretty much immediately has value. Tiger Swipe gets a lot of value here, but we need to make sure that we're getting something that costs 1. So we want to probably... Let's see. This is a 1 for... This will be a 1 for 5 with an on-hit effect, and this will just guaranteed be a 1 for 7. So this is better to get. And then unfortunately, we're stuck hoping he takes a Tiger. Taking the chi would be very unfortunate at a, like, you know, very slim rate that he hits that, but... I mean, yeah, like, we can definitely, like, play around it some, right? Like, it's not like it's the end of the world, but there was still a chance that we just get hard punished by having this in our hand, and that's what I was trying to dodge. So this is 4. And then the next Tiger is going to come in for 4. So we're going to get to push quite a bit of damage here. Bro, bet I could still beat using Dash Database. I can't play a game right now, so I'm talking trash. Dude, I'm here for you talking trash even if you can play a game. I love it, dude. I'm absolutely here for it. You probably could. I'm definitely, like, we learning Zen tonight, fam. Like, and I know that, like, learning Zen isn't, like, cool, but, you know... Something tells me this match is just a slog. Like, this match is, like, just whoever gets to the point they want to be at first. And we're going to throw 2 needles here. Having the extra 2 resources here allows us to throw the 2 needles, which is, I mean, it's 4 points. Nick wants to keep his hand. He chose not to break the needle, saying that the game's not going to go long enough for it to matter. And we are hoping that our equipment puts us in a spot where we can get out of this game. We only have a little bit left to block with here, but still. And we're probably just dead, but I don't think there's a world we're playing around reckless like ever the rest of the game. Oh, well, now we're just dead of that. Yeah, so we block 3 and take 3. I don't think there's a world we're winning that game ever anyway. Like, Nick has to have, like, something kind of awkward. The fact that Nick was able to throw lethal at us on his first turn of the game with, like, without us, like, being able to transcend was, like, pretty bad for us there. Matchup is throw cards. Who does bigger damage lines sooner wins? Though good blocks and use of equipment still matters a lot. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, Jay. That makes sense. All right. So let's see. We're 1-1 going first, which, I mean, I think is pretty solid. So I can play this, let it go away, and then play this to put it back on the bottom of the deck after I break the combat chain. Since it has go again, I can get Zen back and I can throw the tiger, and then I can arsenal this. It's unfortunate. I would like to just draw like one of these and like stir the pot, or like, you know, 2 unconditional flip cheat cards on turn 0, but that doesn't really seem to be a play. Should have used the traverse only for its block value on the turn where you were struggling with blocks. Feels bad. It could have been correct. It's very possible that that was just the correct play. We're not going to gain the resource here. We're probably just going to fail to find. Actually, we could fill our graveyard. We could put something in there. We could have gained the resource and done this, which probably would have been a better play, but I think we're just going to get this out of the deck. We get to force another card out of Nick's hand, or he's just going to give us, or he's just going to take 1. Either way, it's a W for us because like we're taking potential cards that he wants out of his hand. And then this is also for 1, which I really like. Turning on Shuko this way gets a lot of value. Forcing this up into 1-1 is a lot better than 2-0 because it forces Nick to make decisions here. Nick does take 1, and we decide to arsenal our last card, which I think is ultimately the best decision we can make. Discard a Blood Rush. Damn. I know it's kind of crazy, but is there any world we're supposed to use equipment here? Because, I mean, this hand feels pretty mid. If we block 3... we'll have access to 2 tigers, which allows us to play this out, and then play this, putting this on the bottom. So we have a potentially very strong hand here. We could also go for like a Descendant Gustwave line here, where we block, go get the chi, use the chi to get a Gustwave. pitch 1 for the Gust Wave, then play Bonds, go get 100 wins, play 100 wins, go Tiger, Chase the Tail, Tiger, Mauling Key, Arsenal this. Pretty damn good line. I mean, dude, play the Talistar tournament. Come on, man. Dude, it's Talistar tourney. Come hang out with everybody. All right, we're going to take 6 and see what Dick does after this. I'm happy to go to 14 here. And see if we can get a... Okay. I mean, that's true. It's weird because, like, my brain refuses to let me believe that it's okay to, like, use vanilla damage. Like, to block equipment with vanilla damage. But, like, it is okay. Feels wrong in every sense of the term, but it's okay. I just have to tell myself that. Okay, Nick blocks 4. We throw 100 wins. Okay. I actually do not think that could have worked out any better for us. That is the exact card we wanted to Arsenal, so we take the W's when they come, I guess. Really all we can say. Hey, Terrence, what's up, brother? No, I will not be going to Tampa. That is the weekend of my honeymoon. So I will be out of the country, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed about. I'm very excited about my honeymoon, but man, I wish I was going to the world premiere. And this is 5 on hit. Nick takes 1 life here, which is pretty good because Nick gave up a lot of equipment there. Now, he's probably going to push a lot of damage. Okay, Blood Rush. That math be mathing. Well, sometimes God shines on you, boys. That's all there is. Sometimes God shines on you because something tells me that shit was gonna hurt. We were probably dead. I'm trying to like see a better line here, and it feels like it's just the E-Strike plan. This hand feels really weird. Like, this hand feels really weird. Honeymoon is far more important? Yes, sir. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Brute giveth and brute taketh. I mean, it's so true. It's so true. I'm banking that I can give up my needles this turn. Actually, is that wrong? Hang on, Nick.
You're good.
I could Arsenal this, right? Or I could Arsenal this. I think this is a better one to Arsenal. So, like, we could just go 7 here. We're forcing 2 cards out of Nick's hand if we throw 7. And then Arsenal this, and we know he has a weakest link on top of his deck, and he's not getting value out of the agility. Even if he has a Reckless Swing, he gives the Reckless Swing, and he gives the Scab Skin Leathers, which is 5, which is exactly lethal. So we get to Arsenal the levels, which is solid. I think that's a much better play. Setting ourselves up for a 5-card hand when we know that he can't, like, really kill us that badly is good. I know a lot of people who are like, live by the scab, die by the scab. Like, I mean, and I get it. Like, you roll when it's good and you roll when it's bad. Like, it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. And this could turn this hand into, like, the most cracked hand in the world, or it could be, like, whatever. I mean, let's go for it. You never know. That's not bad. I can live with that. So this is for 2. Also forgot to tell you, but I love your content. Dude, Terrence, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out tonight, man. So I think we win here. Could be wrong. Yeah, Nick gives us 1 card and goes to 1. And then we get to go Needle, which takes a card. And then we get to go Needle, which takes a card.
No block.
Okay. Or he's got the no block. And then from there, we actually had the levels in Arsenal to come in for 5, so we were going to be able to get there anyway. But yeah, that was... Man. Well, this is like a turn 2, turn 3 game.
You want to go second this time around?
Yeah, sure. Let's I'll full rematch here. We can sideboard again. So we want needles. You know, honestly, well, no, the Cosmic Awakening's really not good. I still think the one of Command and Conquer is better than the Cosmic Awakening. It's a blue, but it's a blue that doesn't help us transcend, right? So like I don't think it's that good. It was in the list that won the ProQuest Plus in I can't remember where. I found it today and I was like kind of looking around and like, you know, toying with this card, but I think we want to run this 40 and our equipment is set up in the best way it can be. I'm only playing this game like 2 months now. Came for Magic, absolutely loving it. Dude, I also came for Magic, brother. I also came for Magic. I completely get it. It's like Flesh and Blood's amazing, like, but it's a very mentally like challenging game. Like it's tough. You know? It's tough. Hey, wondering what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? You should play Rhinar OTK. If anybody's gonna play OTK Rhinar, it's gonna be Nick. And I'm gonna leave that to him when it comes skirmish time. We're gonna block 6 and pray to God we don't get pummeled because we got really two really good targets in our hand here. Dang. Are we supposed to just play this and not play the levels? Because there's like no shot we're supposed to transcend this pitching this, right? Like not playing the levels is weird, but I think this is the correct play. I mean, yeah, we might as well Arsenal, right? Or we might as well gain a resource. I don't see a reason for us not to gain a resource. I think we're going to Arsenal this, right? Like, there's no reason to play it here in my head. I don't think we're supposed to play it. Like, we could just set this up and pass. If Nick has a disruption piece, we have literally every piece of our equipment here. So we're going to do this for 1. I think this is okay. Agreed on the mental tax. I mean, it can be very mentally taxing. Like, it's a game that I love, and you know, to be honest, I could realistically sit and play 6 to 8 hours every day of my life. Like, if that's something that, like, if I was able to do that instead of my job, I would. Oh, I forget we got the Harmony buff here too as well. I mean, we could have just ran with the Art of War considering we had Harmony there. There's a good chance we were just supposed to. But we get to end on a pretty good turn. This is going to be for 4, and then this is going to be for 1. So we have or no, I'm sorry. That's going to be for 5, and this is going to be for 1. So, I mean, we have a pretty good turn here going second. Setting up our equipment to efficiently block for us on the next turn. And then being able to Arsenal the best card in our deck, realistically, so... Harmony Sacred Art Gaming. I mean, listen, we're playing Zen. We definitely gaming. I have to admit, like, this has been fun so far. Like, I don't know if I should be enjoying it as much as I am, but like, I walk around all year talking about how much I dislike Blitz, and then when I play Blitz, I always enjoy it. Even if I get like OTK'd out of nowhere, I always enjoy it. Oh, Beast Within's a good one. We're going to take 7. We're going to take 7 here. I recently discovered that I actually play much better when I play less. Some people, like, that's a very accurate statement for some people. Some people genuinely play better when they play less. I know people that feel that way. We're going to hold our equipment for the last attack in case it's CNC. Since Nick's already at 14 and not like at 19 or 20, like we have less room to go, which means we can wait and see what happens here. Discarding a Blood Rush feels really good. We're going to block here, get our value that we want, and we're going to go freaking bananas. Okay, so we're going to pitch Stir the Pot, which I'm pretty sure we're supposed to, and we're going to go buff and banish. We're going to banish the Tiger here, which is just, like, always correct in my opinion. Jesus Christ. We can't do it twice, can we? We can't go double bonds. I thought there might have been a world we could have, but we cannot, unfortunately. We do get to transcend, though, and gain a resource and have the extra chi. We're definitely going to lead here. This is just the best thing we can be doing, and I'm pretty sure, like, we're just going to go get a Chase the Tail off of our bonds, and then we have chi to go search for whatever we want. So we have a lot of value coming around here. It's just that CC feels more competitive and feels more rewarding. Wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Closest store to me that has a scene is about an hour away. Really the only downside for me, but so far worth the drive. I mean, like, I get it. It's tough because, like, driving an hour, like, is a real feels bad. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. I get it. I completely understand. We are going to get Chase the Tail. Yeah, it's just always Chase the Tail. We're going to count this turn when it's over. We're going to count this turn when it's over. Actually, we're just going to count it while we're going through it. It's been 2 so far, 6. So what we're going to do... We're going to play a Drop in the Ocean and give our attack -1. We have played a blue card, so we are going to transcend. And then I think we're supposed to let this happen and see what gets taken here, because we need the Aspect Tiger body, or we can go get the Mauling Key. So we can, like, kind of, like, let this happen and figure it out. This is perfect for us. So now we get to activate Zen, and we get to get another Mauling Key from our deck. This turn is absolutely broken. Crouching Tiger for 1. And then it's going to be Chase the Tail into Aspect. Chase the Tail for 5. Bananas. This is an aggro blazing hot take, but I don't think Blitz is as random and high rolly as most people think it is usually. Completely agree, Brad. Usually. Like, I you know, they had Blitz as, like, 4 rounds at Worlds that year, and I believe there's a reason for that, like, wholeheartedly. All right, so it's been 2, 4, 6, 7. So this is 6, this is 7, 12, 16. $18. 20. We're 20 points in and we still have 2 attacks left. I think we're going to cross that 30-point threshold this turn, which is stupid. It's turn 3. Like, this is bananas. Whoa.
Sorry.
No, you're good, brother. You are good. All right, so the needle's 20 points here. Tiger is going to be for 4. Yep, so 24. Is a little scary since you don't want to Chi Intimidated. It was a risk. Do you think it was better to just leave the a drop in the ocean in our hand? Like, that's an honest question. 24, and then this is 30 on hit 31. So block 2, take 4, and then if not, it would have died to the extra damage there. Yeah, so we dealt 14 through Nick blocking 2, 4, 5. Yeah, a lot. It's absolutely crazy. Being able to transcend on turn 1 or turn 0 or whatever we did that game was like the total difference maker there. Like, completely put us in the driver's seat that game. Just making some room in my new Azalea deck for some upgrades? Dude, Wandering, let's go, dude. I am actually very excited about the new Azalea deck. I think the new Azalea deck offers like a lot of... I think it offers a lot of, like, it offers a lot of people to get into the game in a positive way. Is Talishar a good way to learn more fundamentals, or do I need better understanding the game before using it? So Terrence, I actually think that like Talishar is a great way to learn the game. Because if you look over here, like it's like right above my box here. It'll tell you like what you can pass, like attack reactions, defense reactions. You can skip attacks, like, and it'll tell you where you're at in the steps throughout the game if you have that setting turned on. I think Talishar is a great way to learn the game, especially if you play with someone who is like also learning the game or someone that knows the game. But even playing Talishar with randoms is still a good way to play, like to learn, in my opinion. Yeah, Brad, the Riptide deck, you know, the cosplay, the Riptide cosplay deck. Yeah, no, 100%. I think that's a fantastic way. I think it's a great product. Okay, makes a might and an agility. And attacks with Savage Beatdown. Well, he's going to get some value here. We're going to do what we can. We're going to block 9. That last card blocked. We'd block with it too, but... Ooh. That sucks. You know, it's weird. I think we're going to play this and hope to draw into a blue to transcend with. I know that's like a little bit of weird. Like, it's a weird like concept to like think about and like to try and like push here, but I think it's the correct play because we want to transcend as early as possible and we're already down 3 points. And we do get a little lucky there. What do we want to put on the bottom is the question. Probably just this, right? And then we're going to play Passover. We'll banish the beatdown. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure, let's gain a resource. It's fine. We'll come in with 100 wins for 3. See what Nick decides to do here. Did I hear Blitz Riptide aim counter deck? Oh, go on. You have my attention. I'd be down to play some Blitz Riptide. That could be fun. I could totally be talked into that. We're gonna get a blue 100 wins so that we can trigger Shuko this turn. So we're gonna go. Is our world we're just supposed to get Gust Wave? We have one floating, right? Like we chose to gain the 1. So like we get Gust Wave. I don't hate it, to be honest. It's a little greedy and a tad more aggressive here because we're not setting ourselves up for like a better combo arsenal here, but I don't know. Is there any reason not to gain the resource from Kasaya? I mean, a little bit, actually. There are like turns and like the interactions that come up where you need to be able to pitch a blue card from hand. Most of the ones that I can think of are levels of enlightenment, but it is like it is still an interaction that comes up where like you want to be able to like pitch an extra blue card to levels of enlightenment. So sometimes the resource can matter. think I will definitely give it a go. Yeah, Terrence, happy to answer all your questions, man. The more people that play the game, the better off we are as a community, in my opinion. This is going to be for 0. We have not played. I did not get the blue 100 wins, and then this is for 5. On hit, we make another tiger in our banish zone. I mean, realistically, this doesn't really have an on-hit effect. This just blocks 5, or this just attacks for 5, and I just want to put Nick as low as I can here. I did choose to pass up an arsenal here, which I don't know if that's correct or not, but I mean, yeah, this is just for 0. Like, this gets no value. I wish it made it in your hand. I would love to arsenal that, honestly, for next turn. Not a bad turn, all things considered. I think we take 7 here. I gotta assume Nick's gonna throw the claw at us or something here, and we can go to 7. It could just arsenal, though. Depends on what his hand looks like. Yeah, shifting wins is another good reason. Jacob's absolutely right. Let's start with needles. Let's start with needles and see how Nick reacts. This is 5, no text. It's just vanilla 5 here. We don't have the effect that we would like, but we do get to put Nick down to 5. We pass, we're going to arsenal this. I think we can go to 3, right? Like, I think we're safe to go to 3. Everything else after that needs to be blocked, but I think we're safe to kind of like go to 3 here if we want to. If Nick pummels it, we die, but I'm never playing around that. I want to try other decks in Blitz, but Briar is my baby in the format until she LLs. I put way too much time and effort in the deck to drop it. I mean, Briar's a great deck, Brad. Like, a great deck, brother. Like, I am... Like, Briar is a phenomenal deck to play and to like have that understanding with. I'm not a very good Runeblade player. I think we all learned that on Saturday, but I do understand Briar pretty well. That was one of those decks that I played a little bit in CC, so I don't really want to go to 2 because I know that we have the potential to just die. So I would rather give up the E-Strike here. And the fact that Nick gave us Fleshbag puts us in a very good spot right here. Pitching the Gust Wave is a little risky, but I would rather keep the Chi because we know that that does what we want here. We're going to banish the Tiger. Think we have to start here. So we have 2 floating. We can play this to also get value out of it for the Chi here, but I don't really know that we're going to be able to use that. So if we go get 100 wins, we will need the 1 extra resource. The 100 win turns us on to be able to do this. Although we could go get the Gust Wave. That would be 1-2 into the needles here at the end of the chain. And the Art of War, I mean, I think this closes the game out here. If we just go get the Gust Wave. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lead on the needles because Nick wants to block the needles, but Nick doesn't want to block the needles here. Because if he's blocking the needles, he's probably dying to something else. Oh, I made a mistake. I can't throw that needle. We have to play this. I have to play this because I needed the blue to be able to transcend. The red would have been more damage, but being able to transcend gives us a lot of value here. So we are going to transcend. We'll put a mauling key in the bottom of the deck, I guess. It's a good value target. Needle. Coming in for 2. Nick can take this and go to 1 if he wants. Where they had Cold Foil Azalea. Been ripping a 70% win rate with it on average ever since. I mean, dude, that's awesome. Like, 70% across 500 games is a lot. Like, that's a lot of wins. That's a lot of wins. So we throw the tiger. Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. So we throw the tiger for 2 here because of the Shuko. We already had the 2. We had the 2 from the Descendant Gust Wave here just a minute ago. And then it's Chase the Tail for 5. Aspect of Tiger Body for 4. Okay, so the crazy part about the rest of that turn is that we had Aspect of Tiger Body for 4 again, and then we had, what, 2 tigers coming in after that? Yeah, we had 2 tigers. One was going to be for 4, and one was going to be for 1. So we had 4, 8. We had 9 more points coming in after that. That was it's like the Zen deck feels very strong. Like transcend early, kill your opponent on turn 2 or 3. Like we've played 4 turn games like almost every single time. Zen is just terrorizing every format. I mean, he definitely feels like he's terrorizing Blitz. That's for sure. Like this is kind of absurd to be honest, guys. It's kind of wild. Also, how's it already 8:30? Did not realize it's been an hour and a half. Jeez. Jesus. You gonna keep playing?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, let's do it. Let's go back to you going second. Or not? Okay.
Start.
I mean, it just restart. We can just play it out.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Ben? Also been ripping Briar since the Dynasty skirmish. I always get top 4 at least. So those are like, I mean, knowing a hero gives you a lot of like, you know, there's like a lot of validity in that, in my opinion. Like knowing a hero gives you a lot of. It's a very good thing to have. Let's block 4 here. I know that we're blocking inefficiently, but there's a reason. This could get us a lot of value on our turn. Rhinar intimidating the entire hand isn't that scary anymore? 0, I don't know about that, brother. I don't know about that, man. Like, Rhinar taking your hand on turn, like, and just killing you is, like, it's a very scary thing. I don't think we're supposed to take 0, even if I do want to throw the 1 of CNC at Nick and try to, like, get value and force some cards here. This is... I think we're just supposed to block and play value. Yikes. I think that's like the second hand we've seen in 7 games without a blue at all. The format needs some love. I'm down to play some LL to practice for Blitz. I haven't really thought about it, but if that's something everybody's interested in, I'm definitely down for that. Rob and I had talked about having a stream where we play Oldham. Like we had like have Rob on the stream one night and like play Oldham together. Because Rob is as big of an Oldham lover as I am, but I'd be down to play LL one night. That'd be a lot of fun. We could get that going. We're gonna Arsenal this card because I mean, if we draw into a Gust Wave, it's probably just the best thing we can have here. Only pushing 7 is pretty sad. Like we've had multiple 20, 25 point turns, and we're just like pushing 7 here. So. And we're gonna Arsenal this. We're still trying to set up and like try to make something happen here. I mean, this hand doesn't really do what we want it to. Like it does, but it doesn't. So, stick with me here. But I have a kind of an interesting line that I want to take. It's interesting. If you play Oldham for a whole stream, I'll bring my blankie for the cozy stream. LOL. Dude, I remember streaming Oldham like I remember streaming Oldham when I was practicing against Lexi, and like I would play 4 games in like the 3 hours I would live. So this is weird, but stick with me. Stick with me. This is a weird turn. But everybody hang on. Well, I have a plan. I don't know if it's good, but I have a plan. So you're in good hands. It's going to be my slogan. Just going to start going, you're in good hands. Also, by the way, on like a like today, Trent, who hangs out in the chat pretty regularly, like Trent's here like almost every stream, turned me on to this like music today, like told me about this music today that I had like never heard before. And I gotta tell you, like Trent knows his music. Okay, so this is what I was afraid of. If Nick gives us this anytime before we want him to, we are up a creek. So what we're going to do is we are going to transcend. We are going to gain a resource, and I'm going to activate Zen because we have to get this chi going. Like, we have to. And I think we're just going to go get a mauling key because it's the best thing we can do. It's just a 1 for 5. So gaining the resource is pretty good. Now, Nick intimidates the tiger, which feels a lot better. Nick takes 2 here. We go 100 wins for 1, and then we're just going to throw 5. Someone please clip it out of context. Just clipping me saying Trent turning me on. Need to do LL Oldham versus OTK Viserai for good old times. I think that'd be a fun stream. I'd be down to do that one night. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't think 10 life is enough to hang on to what Nick is about to do. We're gonna give it hell here, boys, but he immediately cracks Sash. Somebody help me. No, not the Oldham mirror, Jacob. Like, we might play the Oldham mirror once, but it would probably be more like us playing Oldham all night, like against like other things in LL, which would be fun. 3 games in 4 hours, the Charles Dunn special. Dude, y'all are savage. So Nick drew a Blood Rush Bellow, obviously. This is, I mean, this is about as it gets, so So if we block like this, which, I mean, really appears to be the only blocks, we are pitching this to play this, and then we're going to go get Chase the Tail? No, we're going to go get Bonds, which goes and gets Chase the Tail, and lets us have a pretty decent hand. I mean, use the phrase decent however you want. We had to block 6 at the end, which kind of sucked there, but I don't really think we had an option. We were going to be forced... We were going to be priced into blocking there no matter what, which is a little sad. It's a little sad. But we're going to lead here. I'm not even saying it in a savage way. I love the way Charles builds decks. Yeah, no, like, I actually thoroughly enjoy his deck building. Charles Dunn is a masterclass at fatigue deck building. Bonds. We do have a red Bonds. I was like, we should have at least one red left. And then we go get Chase the Tail. We need to force every card at a next hand, but I don't think we can. Yeah, I knew that we had at least a blue, but I thought we had a red left. We're playing 2 blues and 2 reds, and a yellow, so I definitely knew we had it there. Z. The full fatigue Bravo deck with the rainbow staunches was hella cool. That deck was cool, Jacob. I actually, like, listen, you're talking to someone who played Oldham for fun. I throw 0 shade at Charles Dunn. 0. Okay. We play the Tiger for 3. It's going to be a weird game down to the finish here. No, Blue Bonds was not banned in Blitz. There's been, like, basically nothing banned from Zen and Blitz. But I build decks somewhat similar, but I'm more of a mid-range than I am Fatigue. So Fatigue is like... I mean, Fatigue's tough. Like, you have to have, like, a very, like, strong, like... we're dead. We need a Nick to take one of our Transcend cards. So we're going to block 3, and then we have 2 Transcend cards, and we just die. Joke's on you. That has go again. Oh, well. 15.5 across 4 turns, and we lost. I mean, it's kind of weird that 15.5 is, like, really all we're coming up with here. I would think it would be more. I mean, if he did have a pulping, there wasn't much we could do, right? So Jacob's saying that he doesn't like playing Fatigue, but that he'll take it to an event. Like, if it means he thinks he's going to win. I felt that, though. I felt that. So I'll go first. Since I was going second there for a while. And again, I think we're just going to keep cutting the Cosmic Awakening for the CNC. The CNC just has, like, more potential value to get what we want here, so... Yeah, I don't know that we could ever play around the pulping, right? Like, the pulping's just there if it's there, right? Like, that's just kind of all there is to it. I guess we'll just pass. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna pass still. Well, it's very unfortunate. Guess we're going to 12 here, boys. Just sent you my Briar list in case you want to play it. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it. We are going to block 6. That turn could have been a lot worse for us, so we'll take it. We're going to pass over. We'll target his Command and Conquer, then play Preserve Tradition, and we'll put our aspect on the bottom. Considering Zen does a lot of searching from his own deck, then I think that's okay. We have 2 cheese, we activate 1. I mean, I think this is fine. All right, so we've now transcended. Unfortunately, we are down 8 points. I don't know if it's game 1 yet, Max. I appreciate the confidence, but I don't know. If anyone ever plays Fatigue at locals, there's no way I'm giving you the satisfaction. LMAO. I mean, Fatigue at locals is like not cool. I am inclined to agree. And don't everybody hate me at one time here, but I did play Fatigue Oldham at our locals when I was practicing for RTN season and BroQuest season with Oldham. I did. And I know I'm awful. I know I'm awful, but I am a firm believer in you play how you practice. Which is probably why I don't win as often as I'd like to, because a lot of times y'all see me streaming and I'm just like, I don't know if this is right. Send it. Classic. Yep. So we have now assembled what we would like with our chi. We have assembled Megatron. I cannot block with all of my equipment fast enough. This hand is stupid. We literally have 7 cards in our hand. The problem is, Nick has a lot of equipment. Yeah, this hand is very good. I agree. This hand is kind of bonkers. We're going to go get our last Tiger Swipe out of the deck. Flesh and Yu-Gi-Oh! LOL. Depends on the locals. If your locals are all hyper competitive, it's fair game. So, I mean, define all, right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's definitely, like, some locals who are not hyper competitive. You know? But there are a lot of competitive locals, that's for sure. So the safe play is to go get a Mauling Key. The more upside play is to go get a Descendant Gust Wave and hope that Nick takes one of the 100 wins out of our hand. I mean, we didn't come here to... God, you love to see it. Jesus. And honestly, I feel like that is an example of playing to your outs. Like, not to your outs, I guess, but like more like playing to win the game as opposed to playing to not lose the game. We made what I believe is a good decision, and we were rewarded for it. We get to go get a Mauling Key. This is 3, go again. This turn's just stupid, dude. This turn's just stupid, dude. Tiger for 1, which is really not that threatening, but you know, it's not bad. Like, it's fine. It chips in slowly but surely here. Tiger swipe for 4, or I'm sorry, for 5. Jesus. It's weird how if you can transcend on turn 1, like, turn 0, like, going first is better. And then I just get to pitch the 100 wins to throw 6. There's no on-hit effect here, so, like, it doesn't, like, guarantee death, but it's still, like, a solid throwing this. We put Nick all the way down to 2. And we get to Arsenal, like, just a good 0 for 3. Jesus, what is his hand? And we have all 3 blocks. Well, I guess we have all cards that block, so... Coolio.
Jesus.
Just rip a bonds. Oh, Sag, the Command and Conquer. Bonds for 4. Or I'm sorry, 100 wins for 4. Yeah, that turn was wild. Should have closed the chain and got 100 wins. When you say got 100 wins, what do you mean? When do you mean, Jody? Traverse feels dumb in CC. Yeah, dude, it's stupid and it's absolutely stupid in this. This is where we throw our needles. We just get to go needle 5, which I think just ends the game, or it forces him to. If he has a no block, it ends the game. But if he has all 3 blocks here, it forces him to... He can have a 3 block and a 2 block, actually. He'd give the 2 block here. And then... when we come in for 5 right here, because we have a good Arsenal card, there's no reason to do anything else other than throw 5. We're able to probably close the game out, and if not, Arsenal. So, and Nick has the dreaded no block at the end of the game there. Yeah, this deck is bonkers, guys. Like,
Let me change here.
Okay, let's do it. I will make us a new game. Do you want to play against something else, or I guess? Chat.
No, I'll still play it.
Okay.
Then.
I would like to practice Zen tonight. I'm definitely down to, like, take deck suggestions on most nights, but, like, tonight I'm really, like, wanting to play Zen because it's going to be this or Victor is what I play at skirmish, right? So, I mean, like, this is just what I'm going to play when it comes time for a skirmish. But the good news is that I am streaming pretty much every night this week. So I'm going to be able to do my usual thing of streaming 2 decks tomorrow, streaming 2 decks on Thursday, and then we have the Talishar tourney. So I'm going to be able to stream 4 Blitz decks this week, which I think is, I mean, well, it's pretty good. Playing Rhinar.
Yeah.
I mean, I would pick to go first. I think against Rhinar I would. I think this is also, like, I don't even know when you want Kakara in this format. Do you just always want needles because the format's so fast? Zen's name should legit be Fetch or Tutor. I mean, hey. Victor feels absolutely dumb. Got a refrigerator and can reliably pulverize and blitz. I love playing Pulverize, bro. Pulverize is... Man, Pulverize has a place in my heart. Now, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going for it tonight. We're going to leave it in. We're going to see what happens. Jesus! I mean, we'll throw 5 because we need to clear our hand here. Baby's End is more potent because you just condense it down and cut the crap blues. I mean, yeah. Kakara for life, Victor and stuff, I guess. Guardian would make a lot of sense if that's what you want that matchup. If you wanted in that matchup specifically, like into Victor, would make a lot of sense actually. I'm between Zen and Victor as well. Oh, okay. So Panda, I would have to work on a list. Victor will be one of the decks we play this week, so I'll have one at some point. I'm gonna work on some blitz decks tomorrow. I've got some stuff for work I'm doing tomorrow, but I'm probably going to be working on some lists for Victor tomorrow. So I don't have one I can share right now. But sometime this week I will play games, and you'll be able to find the video in the description of that. Yeah, the crazy part is we're going to take 11. Probably not correct, but we're going to take 11. So we're going to go Harmony. Just rip a good one. Just rip a good one. We're going to play Homage, go back to 10. We are going to gain a resource. We're going to play Descendant for 2. Wait a second, hang on. Was I supposed to play this whole turn differently? Sorry, hang on, Nick.
You're good.
Was I supposed to block with the boots to get... Can we play your turn back? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think I'm just supposed to block with the boots and get it here and get the... Yeah, Brad. I think Brad's right. I think we're supposed to get the tiger here. It just like I honestly forgot about the Art of War. So now the question is, do we play Harmony? Now I'm trying to work. Oh man, now I'm trying to work this turn. Jesus. Do we play Harmony and then play this like we did? Because we know it's on top, but that's fine. Like I'm just trying to determine the best line here. I could pitch Harmony to play this. This deck is gross, I agree. Harmony Transcend, Art of War with floating, banish Tiger from Zen ability. Yeah, that's the play. So we still play this because we know, like, that's still the correct play. We play Homage. We now go to 11. We are going to gain a resource. We're going to play Art of War. Go buff and banish. We're going to banish the Tiger. And yeah, Smurf, I agree. This deck is stupid, bro. I went to the dark side. Oh, now I have to make sure that we play this correctly. Because I'm pretty sure we're pitching this to play this to use the chi to go search for something else. I just don't know how. Yeah, the turn isn't that crazy. Like, the turn's not as insane as we thought it was. I initially thought it was just stupid at first, too. I mean, don't get me wrong. This turn's broken. Like, I think we have to pitch Bonds here to play the Gust Wave, and we have to use the Chi. I think this is how we have to do it. Yeah, we pitch like this, and then we get to go get a Bonds. We just have to worry about this, because it, like, changes the turn up a little bit here. Yeah, so now we have to make the decision of what we're going to hit with, and it has to be Bonds, right? Like, we just have to go get a Bonds here. Because we can't let him take the Chi. Was this Zen for 100 wins? Play wins, close change, then bonds and mauling key? That would have been pretty good. Did it not let us bonds here? Did I miss something? Yeah, am I like missing something here? No, it's just here. Okay, no, we haven't played it yet. He blocked with that on the gust wave. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Everybody ignore me. So we're going to keep this because this is banished. We're going to come in for 6 go again. Get the mauling key. And then it's going to be needle this, key, arsenal this. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Fleshback does change us a bit. If we don't brick with Ancestral, we probably win the game. Well, since we have this to Arsenal, is there a world where I'm supposed to just keep this in my hand? Like Arsenal one and keep the other one in my hand? Probably, right? Like the answer to that is probably. Use the equipment to just like kind of block out here and then keep another like bonds gust wave, like gust wave bonds line in my hand. Because we're putting more targets in the graveyard here. Yeah, I genuinely think if Ancestral hits right there, like we just go Super Saiyan. Like I don't know how that gets stopped. Now the fact that Nick is not blocking is a little scary, I won't lie. Two because of Shuko. Gives me the sash. That makes sense. I probably pitch the bonds to dig for more transcends. Okay. I'm down for that. I'm down to try that. We have a card to Arsenal. Like, this is just like one of the last ones in the deck at this point. Well, I guess we have a yellow and a blue. So, I mean, I guess we have more targets than I'm letting on here. This is 7 on hit, lose a life, which is bananas. Wait, no, it's not. I just did this wrong. I'm such an idiot. Never mind. Ignore me. This is just 7 because I'm a Bagnon. I completely played that wrong. Since we did it, since I changed my mind when Smurf gave me the better line here, it made my decision that I made suboptimal because we're missing out on a point of damage here. Although we did add 2 to the chain. So that was just me playing poorly. If I had played to the better line, we would have gotten the extra point of damage here and Nick would be at 4. We do have to remember for the rest of the game that if there was a turn where Nick is gonna die, that we have an okay spot. I mean, if there's any chance we can block with all of our equipment, this, like, it's Jover. Harmony should have been the one that was banned. It's weird because Nick rolling a 1 is actually really bad for us. Like, we needed to block to get the chi there. This is hilarious. I mean, we could throw both of these and then this. We can pitch this to throw this. Pitch this to throw Needle, and then throw Aspect, and keep the rest of our hand. I mean, it doesn't... Actually, we should probably... I don't know. That's weird. We're going to throw Needle and see how he blocks. I don't really know how the best way to play this hand is, but there's not really anything we could do. Like, even if this had been like a path well traveled, we could make this hand work because we could throw something and then give it go again and then play the rest of our turn out here, which would be pretty efficient. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. It's like, I think I'm lagging here. Really hate playing Harmony. I do it. I know it's good, but it doesn't feel good. Andrew, it's weird, but I understand. Because there was time when I cut it from the deck in CC, and like I know it's just wrong, you know, like it's just objectively wrong at all times to do that, but it still feels weird to me, and I completely understand, Andrew. So arsenaling this, this takes one card. This takes one card. This forces him to give me a 3-block. This lets him give me a 2-block if he wants to. And I have the resource to throw it. And arsenaling this isn't bad, but this is like just always a 1 for 7, right? And this is like a potential 0 for 4 and or 5. So I think we're supposed to throw this and arsenal the better card. Knowing that we're at 11 and we have 6 points of equipment block to give up this turn, I think we're in a pretty safe spot. It would... Taking a card from Nick's hand, I think, kind of puts us in a spot where we like almost can't lose. You think Aspect is a better arsenal? Okay, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it is a 0-coster, but I like this card just being a 1 for 7 is insane, right? Okay, so it didn't matter. It was getting covered up by 1 card anyway. Well, when you say the other pieces, what do you mean? Just to clarify here, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. The fact that Nick had to pitch a pack hunt really pans it, like really work, like does work for us here. Carly's having a little dinner. 9 o'clock, better late than never, right? So I don't think we've seen or pitched any of them, right? Like Chase the Tail, like we haven't seen any of it, like Chase the Tail or the Aspects here. The fact that these cards pair well together is like actually bonkers, right? Like it's actually insane how well they pair together. Nick's hand must not be great.
No, it's 2 reds and a yellow.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. That's a waste.
I mean, this feels like the play. We're just supposed to keep this up, go get our chi, and then have like access to 12 chi next turn. It's probably not correct, but... So I think we're supposed to play this, and we can play Rising Sun and then play Grain, and we can actually put one of these on the bottom right, because we're not going to need all of these chi this turn. There's like a 0% chance that's the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to pitch the Passover and come in for 3 here. Claim victory for the lols? Dude, I would never do that to Nick. Does drawing that just let us do the thing both times? I live alone, so every time I hear kitchen noises on your stream, I freak out. Bro. Drew's always got the killer commentary. I love that everybody loves Drew's about... I love that everybody loves Drew, like, as much as I do. So we know that we do have another bonds in here, which means we can just go get the yellow bonds, which is like bananas. What am I missing with Cosmic Awakening? Don't see that in many lists. I mean, Panda, honestly, nothing, man. Like, I'm just out here living my best life. Like, So it was in the list that won a ProQuest Plus, and I'm just trying to see if there's like any world we can make it work. I don't know that we can, but you know. So the bond goes and gets the bonds. What's in our arsenal again? The Chase the Tail. So we go and get an aspect of Tiger Body. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm just like talking about what's technically correct here. So it was going to be the bonds. We were going to go Needle, Needle, Tiger, Chase the Tail, Aspect, Tiger. Yeah, like we had a lot more coming up after that. How could I not love my spirit animal, bro? Man, Zen feels absolutely bananas. Like, absolutely bananas. Hey, Dodge, what's up, man? Nick and I are testing and playing right now a little bit. We might. I will be playing Blitz all week though. If you're interested in playing games later. I agree. It is very good in draft and sealed. Whenever Drew gets a compliment, I feel good about myself too, bro. I love that. I love that. I would like to play against Dash at some point. It'd be fun for sure. All right, guys, we're going to take a small break. It's been 2 hours. I got to use the bathroom. We're going to take a short break, and when I come back, we're going to be playing more Zen. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. All right, we got a short break, and we're back. Let's see. I did not do that while I was gone. Let's do that now. Aha, just kidding. I cannot run an ad break on Twitch because I just recently ran one. So here we are. Okay. So against Reinar, I still think needles are correct. I don't know. We're going to leave the Cosmic Awakening in. We're going to see if we can make it happen. I highly doubt it, but we're going to see. It would be cool if we could. Do you yell at me? Oh. Curious why Blue Plunder Run isn't an auto-include in Blitz Zen. Seems good for the effect and for transcending. Ooh, that's actually bonkers, right? So, like, we could cut the Cosmic Awakening. Like, we could play at least one, right? Like, I think it's better than the Cosmic Awakening for sure. It might be... No, there's no world that's better than Sacred Art, right? I don't think it's better than Levels. I like the blue bonds because we need 5. I think we need 5 copies of Descendant Gustwave and 5 copies of bonds. I don't know, like, maybe you play it over an E-Strike? I don't know. That's pretty spicy, though. I like that. I like that, Jacob. That's a cool concept. Blue Plunder Run and Zen. I don't know, man. Like, you can definitely twist my arm, like, enough to, like, get me to play something like that. Like, that's kind of chill. Like, that's kind of cool, actually. This is a really good Arsenal target. So I think we're just going to throw this and make this happen here. Chat, should I build a Zen deck? Yes, you should build a Blitz Zen deck. Or even CC. Like, Zen's just cool, right? So we're going to do the thing. I don't see a reason to gain a resource here. I also don't see a reason to gain a resource here. In fact, I think it's just wrong to gain a resource there, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a Tiger, and we're going to go get the 1 for 5. Yeah. Crouching Tiger. One for 5 on hit, deal damage. I still like Drew MILB Broham better. I mean, I think it's great. Like, honestly, I mean, Drew Bolton McBroham was like, that was like, you know, it's like Frieza's first form, right? You know, Drew has like changed his game since then, you know? So like Drew's evolved. He's like taking on his final form. I'm having such a blast with this nonsense. Yeah, so boo. I just like it's ridiculous. Like, this is just crazy. So we're gonna play Rising Sun, Setting Moon, then we're gonna play the Jade. We're gonna get an extra chi into our hand. So what do we want to put on the bottom? I agree. This is a lot of freaking cards. We're about to Art of War too. Probably just the bonds, right? Which is weird because we already have one. Let's go buff and banish. We're gonna banish a Crouching Tiger. We're gonna go get a Descendant Gustwave. And we're gonna do this for all modes. Yeah, the levels draw is nuts. Dude, if we like if we still had the resources there from the Kasaya. I think we're just supposed to let this hit, right? And like, don't get me wrong, I know that that sucks, but it's just like okay though, right? I mean, this is dumb, dude. Yeah, never punish is right. Like we're living in 2040 tonight, boys. We're gonna go get 100 wins because the other mauling key is currently intimidated. Two, go again. All of our tigers are for 2 this turn. Oh, that all you got. Dude, that all you got. Getting value, bro. Hey, Noah, what's up, buddy? Hey, Blake, what's up, man? Caleb said rip Nick again. Oh. I mean, this is bonkers, guys. After tonight, we're gonna have to start a GoFundMe for Whiny Ronnie because sheesh. I mean, to be fair, like I think Reinar traditionally has a bad ninja matchup. Would you say that's true, Nick? Nick?
Yeah, for sure. It's hard.
I was like, it seems tough. Ooh, Blue Savage Feast is interesting. I mean, if Nick gets both of our needles here, he gets both of our needles. It's unfortunate, but like we're pushing as much damage as we can here. Mauling, intimidated, terrible arsenal, rolls eyes. Blitz is truly a Yu-Gi-Oh format? You don't mean that. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. Listen, this is so skill intensive. Do you know how hard I'm having to try for this right now? This is so stupid. This deck should not be a thing. Like, I promise you, whatever I don't own for this is getting ordered the moment I'm done here. I want it to be noted, we're at 18. E-Strike feels better than Key Unleashed. Doesn't brick with Arsenal, Ancestral, etc. Key Unleashed could be better than that for sure. There's definitely a world where that's a real thing. These hands are ridiculous. These hands are actually crazy. So we get to activate Zen. Go get a red Descendant Ghost Wave. Play Art of War. Pitching homage to Vanished Tiger. This deck is so stupid. Like, I don't know how, like, we've lost twice tonight, but I don't know how we're supposed to lose. And like, I'm not even like trying to be mean or funny. Like, I just don't know how you're supposed to lose with those. This deck is so broken. I say that I'm gonna like 0-3 a skirmish or something. So 6 go again. Four go again, into the Tiger for 1, into the Mauling Key for 6. There it is. 3 turns, AVPT of 26.5. Now we're cooking with cheese, boys. Why don't you just play the best deck ever with Prism? We actually beat Prism round 1. We beat Prism round 1 of this. This is actually probably bad for your mental. You're going to refuse to pitch stack on Victor soon. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I love Victor too much.
All right, let me play one more.
All right, let's do it. Well, we get to go Gustwave for 1. How could they ban blue and yellow bonds just to be like, but it's perfectly balanced in Blitz? I mean, guys, I agree. This is nonsense. Like, I don't know who agreed to these terms and conditions, but they should not have. Another turn 0 Transcend with a great arsenal. What is that noise? Are they hammering something?
Yeah, I heard it yesterday too.
I was like, it sounds like someone's like tapping the wall. Huh. Anyway, the neighbors are hammering something in, if you know what I'm saying. Neighbors enjoying the new house. Maybe not. I don't know. They could be over there trying to kill each other for all I know. Who knows? The world's a mystery. So, I'm going to be honest. I'm glad we played this night 1. Straight up. Did I not click a pass? I did. Okay. I'm just lagging. I'm glad we played this night 1. Straight up. Because, like, this is dumb, dude. It's my hopes of you playing Prism dying in the noise. Yeah, not a big chance of me playing Prism, Blake. I can pretty safely say that. I mean, like, we could do a lot of dumb stuff with this hand. Like, this hand does some pretty cool stuff. I think we're taking 5 regardless. Like, I don't really see another line where we're not taking 5 here. I mean, we can block head here and go get the... We can block with the headpiece here and go get the chi. And... I mean, have a pretty good turn, because it would literally be... Okay, so if we do go get the chi here...
Take that back, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, brother, you're good. Arsenal Cosmic? Challenge to the end game with it, bro. Stop playing seriously and just make every effort to throw the Awakening. How are we going to throw the Awakening? I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, so this is only for 6. And I'm trying to win a skirmish. I'm trying to win a skirmish. I'm trying to play seriously. If I just give every piece of equipment but the stride... What does our hand look like? Actually, I think we're just supposed to do this. I think we're supposed to block with the Cosmic. We take 3, so like Nick knows he's not about to just like have anything crazy happen, but this is still like a pretty good turn. And we still get to leave this here, which sets us up pretty well. It does feel real bad to block with the Cosmic Awakening. I'm probably going to like try and like record some games and try to like make that happen where I can set that up. Well, we'll throw Needle. I can't think why Nick blocked there, but it ended up being very good for him. Jesus Christ, what is his hand? Well, it looks like we're losing this one. I mean, I guess we could, now that we know it's safe. The tiger actually comes up for the swipe. Hang on. So it's activate Chi, go get a descendant, pitch tiger swipe for descendant, play bonds, go get another descendant. We do not need to block here. We need to block. Take 7, go to 5, go get the Chi because we need the Chi. And we get to play double bonds hand here. Seems okay. Amnesia's pretty good. It's more about learning the deck tonight, Andrew. I haven't like played a ton of games with the heroes, so that's more like where we're at right now. And then it's red descendant. This turn's not going to be anything to write home about, and we are at 5. So, like, you know, Nick could very potentially kill us by taking our whole hand here. Not even that hard to throw in Blitz, since nearly a quarter of your deck is Transcend cards and you have Traverse. I mean, you could probably do it. Like, throwing the card is probably, like, not that hard to do. I am inclined to agree with you. So we're going to go get another Descendant Gust Wave. We could have blocked with more cards and made a different play last turn, but I think this is okay. If we had like 1 blue in this hand is like crazy and like does it all here. Like we could have like went completely ham with this hand and done everything we wanted to. Bonds, and we're gonna go get 100 wins because we need to be able to throw something after this. So Nick's gonna get to keep his whole hand if he wants to here. He does block with the Beast Within, which, like, I mean, it's very possible. Like, Nick's playing Rhinar, it's very possible he has a hand that he does want to block with. But he can keep his hand if he wants to. And then 100 wins for 3. We are going to Arsenal this. I'm not a huge fan of arsenaling that, but it's okay, I think. It's like we need like a 2 or a 3 here. Okay, well, that's not nearly as awkward as I thought it was going to be. We played both Reckless Wings, so we can go to 1 here. If I block 3... There's a card coming after this, even if it's Claw, so it's better to block 4. We get to play this... I mean, we get to have a pretty decent turn here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's... nothing to write home about, but it's not that bad. We might need the resource, actually. Let's block like this. Okay. Might be better to just keep the 100 wins here. Nah, there's higher upside with going to 2 here and keeping the harmony. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to work out, but there is a higher upside. Put this on the bottom. Huh. And we can go get a mauling key here. Meme channel is being fed tonight, bro. I want to draft MST some more. I mean, drafting MST is a lot of fun. Drafting Mist is like pretty cool. I like thoroughly enjoy that. Yeah, I think it's just going to be Mauling Key for the last card here. We're going to go again and draw a card. As is pretty much always the modes that we pick. Not a bad arsenal for us here, but not going to matter too much if we can't like really set it up. Nick blocks 4. Needle for 2. The fact that Nick takes 2 means we're going to push the other needle. There was a debate around arsenaling this, but not with it set up like that. We're just going to push the other needle here. Wally said there's some good ones in there. All right. I'm excited to see it then. I'm excited to see it. I was like, I've gotten like I've been tagged in the Discord like 3 times. I can see in the bottom right hand corner of my screen here. In Discord. I was like, so obviously y'all are letting the Discord have it, which I enjoy. Like, I'm glad. Like, I love reading the Discord messages, honestly. Tiger's going to be for 0, which means he doesn't have to give a card here. And then Mauling Key is going to be for 6 on hit, lose 1, which means Nick cannot give us a card and the Bonebreaker. He has to give us 2 cards here, which is phenomenal because it means that we're only worried about Claw after that. He will have Bonebreaker on the following turn, but hopefully we can get there. We'll be able to put together a hand that'll close out the game. So the first needle... Neither of the needles got blocked, so we get the needles for next turn too, which is really good. I'm pretty sure we just have bonds to do what we want. So we block 3. Actually, we could make this 2 and then gain 1. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good.
So if we make this 2 and then gain a life, we go to 1. Which I think is perfectly okay. And then we are looking at Gust Wave. This is a pretty good hand here. This is a pretty good hand right here. We activate Zen. The Zen has to go and get a Bonds. There are 0 aspect of Tiger bodies in our graveyard, which is unfortunate. We can go get 100 wins here. I think there's a blue 100 wins left. We could also go get a... I mean, really, that's about it. The blue 100 wins is like what's left that we could go get and actually play this turn. I would live in the meme channel if it was always like this. Bro, it must be great. Then y'all must be living it up. So we go get 100 wins. This demands a card. This is for 1. Nick goes to 1, which makes sense. The Crouching Tiger is for 0. Chase the Tail is for 4, which gets a card and Bonebreaker. And then Zephyr Needle gets his last card, which we lose our Needle to, but that's okay because we've taken all of the cards out of Nick's hand. And I mean, we're probably just supposed to do this, right? Oh, that's insane. That's actually just cracked, right? Trying to think of what we would even want to go get. I don't even know if we do. I think it's just Needle, right? So this is for 0. This is for 5, demanding 2 cards. Aspect for 4, which demands a card and the Bone Breaker here. Zen is about as real as Warmongers. LOL, bro. I think we don't even need to throw Needle here. We have the other... I'm pretty sure we have the other Tiger Swipe in our... which just comes in for 5 and ends the game. So just being able to go get that 0 is just insane, and we get to save our Needle for another turn. Like, if we needed it there. So it took us 6 turns that game, but we got there. Zen having the fridge that he has is absolutely crazy. Like, it's wild. They gave Ninja a fridge. What a wild time to be alive. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Nick, was that your last one?
Let's play one more. Let me change decks.
All right, let's do it.
I'm still playing Rhinar. I just want to play a different version.
Okay, sure. Let me grab my Zen list here. Zen. Make a private game. Copy that invite link. And I just send it to you whenever you are ready. So, if Nick's still playing Rhinar, we're going to board the same way. I'm going to leave it in. We might do it. All I'm doing is watching, but this is tilting me a bit. Well, I'm sorry that it's tilting you, man. Like, I mean, I understand your frustration. Like, this is a very infuriating thing to have to play against come, like, skirmish season. And if I was going to multiples, I would play something that, like, you know, is more fun for me to play. But to be honest, like, just playing the best deck at like the one skirmish I'm going to go to feels like the move that I need to make. Well, I like the beaten trackers. We are not able to transcend, so we're just going to put some cards in our graveyard and then pass here. It's pretty disappointing we can't transcend. I'm also considering to play Zen over Dash at the moment. I have like 6 skirmishes to play or something. Dude, I'm kind of jealous of that. I wish that we had that many skirmishes I could go to. There's one, our local game store, the Blue Post that we went to got a skirmish. And so that's the one I'm going to. That is the one I'm going to. We're going to arsenal this and set up a little bit here. Although this is a weird hand. We have somehow played 2 hands with no blues and a 21 blue deck. Nick is a good friend. Yeah, Nick is a good friend. Nick also drew a lot of reds. We're going to crash in for 7. Nothing crazy, just 7. We haven't really had the ability to transcend or set up anything yet, so... Zen is functional in both Blitz and LL, so you can save space bringing him to both events. Hey, Jay's got it. Jay's got it. I like that. Nothing you're doing is tilting me. It's the fact that they're letting Zen do these things with no drawback. It is very frustrating, Brad. Like, and honestly, I understand. Like, I genuinely get it. It is frustrating to watch a game that you love just kind of like be tainted by like what's happening. I don't know. It is very frustrating. I mean, so we can take 7 and go to 11, and then we can like kind of do our thing here a little bit. This feels like a time to gain the resource, I think, to be honest. Put this on the bottom. Might as well gain the resource, I think, here. Let's go Crouching Tiger for 1. This hand's not great, but it's okay, right? Trent got it in the meme chat just right now. Listen, we're going to try to play Cosmic this game. If it comes up, I will make a bad play to try and play Cosmic this game. I promise. You have my word. So this is 4 with combo text. So our events are all focused in the capital since we're in Archipelago. Hope I said that right. And the LGSs are all near the capital. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I know I'm about to like really sound uncultured, but I don't know what an archipelago is. This is a very greedy line for me to take. I muted myself because this was a very greedy line, but I think it's okay. Nick gives us Savage Sash here. We're going to throw the other needle. This Tiger comes in for 5. No on-hit effects, but Shugo doing work here. Isn't it a glass cannon, so easily thwarted by consistent disruption? Can also brick hands and drawing mauling, chase, swipe, and bonds. Think about it. Dash.io is a... Dash.io in a lot of decks can hang with Zen. No, I hear you. Like, they definitely can. Archipelago. Okay, a group of islands. Okay, cool. Huh. Thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate that. So this is 5 on hit, lose a life. And we'll pass the turn here, and we're going to try and find those as soon as possible here. So we're looking at that. Break the beaten trackers to gain an action point. Yeah, makes sense. And then he comes in for a metric ton here. Couldn't block the double barraging there, so not really too much we could do. All within good travel reach. I mean, that is definitely an advantage of being. Were you trying to throw that at me?
Oh yeah.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, being a smaller country definitely has its advantages. That's for sure. So we're forced to go to 1 here and hope that Nick doesn't draw the Reckless Swing. Like, that's really all there is. We don't have another choice with our hand, and if he does, we're just dead. So we're gonna pitch this to go buff and banish. We're going to banish the tiger to draw. We're going to go needle. And I mean, if Nick doesn't have it, we win on the spot here. We go needle. Play levels. Activate Zen. 100 wins is probably just the most efficient play here. It's just the safest bet that we could make because we're drawing unknown cards. No! We drew it too late. Yeah, this hand was absolutely crazy. And then we have another levels. So the hand from there was going to be 100 wins, 100 wins, 100 wins, Crouching Tiger. No, actually, I'm sorry. That's wrong. We were going to go 100 wins, red 100 wins from Banish, Crouching Tiger into play Cosmic Awakening for 11. So with the cheap pitch, it still works, right? Or no, this costs 9. We can't do that. Never mind. I'm having a stroke. So it was triple 100 wins, Crouching Tiger, Arsenal this. I mean, yeah, Zen's just stupid. Like, Zen has some very broken turns. This is crazy. Well, Nick, thanks for playing tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, brother. I'll see you later.
All right, have a good night, man.
You too.
Okay. So, we played a lot of games tonight, like more than we normally play, but that's because we're playing Blitz. Also, I know the 10-2 thing is kind of like off the screen. I can't really help it when it's like kind of off the side. Combo Bolton deleted me twice in a competition recently. They use their equipment for a go wide turn. I mean, yeah, Combo Bolton can like do some really dumb stuff, dude. Combo Bolton's insane, actually. So we got time for one more before we're going to wrap it up for the night. Does anybody want to play one? Just while we're hanging out? Because I'm definitely down to like play a game against someone. I'm just kind of chilling. Good time for a meme break? All right, we'll take a look. We'll give everybody a second to see if anybody wants to play games, and we'll look at memes. We'll look at memes. Hey, we got somebody new in the Discord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What do we have? Oh, we have pictures of cats. All right, this is something that's going to get me canceled, I swear to God. All right, dream memes. What do we got here? All right, so this is... Dude, Trent is just... Trent's just living it up, dude. Aggro. Let's have a fun stream today playing Zen. Try oh, damn. Caleb, that's... Oh. When Room Blades talk about where the... I love that, too. Dude, this is great. The card won't stop me because... because I can't read? Bro, y'all are living it up tonight in the chat. Oh. Practice Zen, Cosmic Awakening. Whatever. Dude, y'all are killing it tonight. Do the cool play chat said or draw 25. Oh my God, you all are, dude, y'all are crushing it right now. No bad cards, but it does contain the unstoppable tiger swipe. Oh man, these just keep getting better. Classic Instructed. Dude, this is so true. This is so true. Like, that's a cry react because it's sad how true that is. When people say Zen is a... Bro, y'all are killing me with this right now, dude. I'm dying. This is amazing. This is the kind of stuff we're talking about. This is exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about here. Oh, meme break. That was good. The fact that you lost any games is mind-blowing. This needs an emergency ban before skirmish. I mean, yeah, the fact that we lost, like, the 2 games we lost were because Nick went ham, right? Blake, all right, you want to play one? All right, I don't have you on Discord, Blake. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna message you on Facebook because like I don't know how else to get a hold of you, to be honest. So it's the only way I've ever contacted you, and I can't text you this because I'm on my phone. That's the Agroblaze Facebook, which like never really does anything. Blake. I was just messaging you the other day. All right, Blake. I just sent you the game on Facebook, so you should have it. You should have it, brother. Has LSS ever done an emergency ban? So I don't think they've ever done an emergency ban, but like LSS has left it very open to being like, hey, like we can ban things whenever we want, right? Like that was what I think that was like the last update is that they pretty much saying we can ban cards whenever we want to at this point. So I don't know that there's ever been an emergency ban, but they've left it open to doing pretty much whatever they want. We'll see how long it takes Blake to figure this out. Respectfully. Blake's a very good Prism player, so I imagine he's playing Prism. That's like all I could think that he would like want to play is Prism. So what are we doing? Trying to get radicalized? Bro, like it's the only way I know how to contact Blake, and I can't text it to him because it's like on my computer. So, you know, it is what it is. Stubby's ban? I mean, Stubby's ban was an emergency, was it? Was it ban? Was that an emergency ban? I don't know. If it was, that's interesting. It is crazy to think that you can literally play this deck in Blitz and then just like bring all the extra cards and play this in Living Legend and play like, and you can actually just play like wild stuff, right? Because you can play Stubbies in LL, I'm pretty sure. Although when it comes time for LL, I'm probably going to be playing Oldham. Oldham's my boy. Oldham's my boy. Oh, Blake. Are you coming? Blake, I know you struggle with technology and stuff, buddy, but you got about 30 seconds before I'm gonna find another game, fam. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight, by the way. Appreciate you guys being here. A lot of things y'all could be doing on Monday. Appreciate y'all chilling with me. I know that Blitz Zen is... He's calling me. Hang on. All right, sorry about that. I was trying to get Blake situated here. Blake struggles with technology, so we're trying to get that sorted out. I appreciate you letting me know though, Trent. I did know I was on mute. I know that sometimes I'm muted and I don't realize it, but we're trying to get Blake in here so we can play one more. Although ironically, we probably could have played like 1 or 2 games in the amount of time it's taken Blake to like get in here. So it's wild that you could like. So the fact that you can play like Plunder Run and that you can literally just play Plunder Run and then you can also play Stubbies in Living Legend, which is like crazy. That's like actually wild to me. I got your back, fam. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys looking out for me. It means a lot. That's right. We do love Trent. We do love Trenter. Dude, I'm telling you that like Pink Pony Lounge or whatever, or Pink Pony Club or whatever that song is called, brother. I listened to that song on repeat for like, I swear to God, 15 or 20 minutes. Like, song is amazing. I absolutely love that song. I did not know that those, like, that Chappelle Roan existed. I assume that's how you say that. And like, all 3 of those songs you told me to listen to were so good, bro. So good. I have them all on my liked playlist. Like, very much so. They are great. That was the first one he had me listen to. Hot to Go was the first one he had me listen to. HOTTO go. He had, yeah. Blue Drone for the lulz. I mean, we could. Yeah, I like the Red Wine Supernova. Like, I like that one a lot too. But I like that, man. The Pink Pony Club was like far and away my favorite. Like, I'm gonna be listening to that a lot. That's a good song. It's a very good song, and like that whole like very up my alley. Like the kind of music that like you told like that you were suggesting from them like is very up my alley. I enjoy that kind of music a lot. Okay, Blake's had like 3 minutes. I'm sorry, Blake. I can't sit here all night while you try to figure out technology, brother. So we're gonna we got one more coming. Hopefully it didn't take long to find the Blitz game. Against Enigma, New Moon? I guess we want to go first, right? I truly don't know. This feels like a Kakara matchup, I would think. This is probably a Kakara matchup. We're going to leave in the Cosmic Awakening. Poppers probably don't matter here, right? We're going to leave in the Cosmic Awakening and try to make it happen. Yeah, I like this. If you like that kind of music, check out Tokyo Police Club, another amazing band. Okay. Now we'll be sending Zach heavy metal bands to offset this. Listen, dude, I love Metallica. Like, I know that they're metal, not like I love like Metallica. My music taste is like vast. I'm like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Oh, the places you'll go, or whatever Dr. Seuss says. I know I just like totally like ran those together there, but that's how it be. We're gonna activate Zen with our Chi. We're going to throw Le Tigre for 1 here. Please be the Enigma New Moon melody list. It's so much fun. I don't know what that is. But since you said it's a lot of fun, I really hope it's that also. All right, and we got a 1 for 5. On hit, you lose a life. Tokyo Police Club. Okay, Tokyo Police Club. I'm like trying to zone in on that. I was like, defense reaction. I played against Enigma New Moon one time, and it was in Minneapolis, and the person who was playing New Moon was like on a very heavy D-react. Just figured it out and joined. Yeah, Blake, I'm sorry, buddy. I can't sit there and wait all night, man. But we can, like, if you're around tomorrow and Thursday, we can try it. Hope it's Melody in disguise. Everybody keeps saying that. What does it mean? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Okay. Sure. Cash in. Cash in? What? The music video for 11 by Hitchhiker. Why am I watching the music video? That seems like an interesting request. It's an Enigma list where she uses cash in on her equipment and spectral shields. She then cycles with the silver to get the card for +1. Oh, you're talking about the card? Like the UPF card, bro? That card, like, I have nightmares about that card, fam. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. That's like a... That card stresses me out. We don't talk about that card. It's like how we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about that card. I died to that, like, on stream one time. Yeah, the final act, that card. They use cash out on their equipment? Huh. Oh, if I'd gained the resource, I could have went Kakara and that. So me doing that was me not gaining the resource was a mistake. Let's go draw a card, go again. Oh, we drew a Chi. So we can just throw the Kakari anyway. God, we're so good at this game. Time for me and Zach to listen to the entire Doom 2016 soundtrack. So I'm gonna make... I'm sorry, what? Did my man just flash in a miscloak goalie? Brother. What? Oh, We Don't Talk About Starvo was awesome. I actually really enjoyed that. And I'm about to not make some friends right now. Like we straight up just not making some friends with the things I'm about to say. But like I have never played Doom. So yeah. There's that. Which, like, I think is, like, a pretty, like, common thing. Like, a lot of people played Doom growing up. Like, I think I'm, like, one of the only weirdos that's never played Doom before. Well. Unless you've pitched, played, or defended with a blue card this turn. If you've pitched, played, and defended with a blue card this turn, transcend. Okay. Now, all of the mauling keys are going to be gone, which is a pretty good chain ender, so it's a little depressing, but I think we get to push enough damage here to where it's okay. I don't really know, like, how my opponent could be, like, saving themselves here. I envy you. You get to experience it for the first time. All right, all right, all right. First, you had my attention, but now you have my interest. Or whatever he says in Django. Phenomenal movie. But got secondhand experience of it from my brother, and the 2016 soundtrack is sick. Okay. I think you would really like Doom. I've only played the most recent one. I mean, I enjoy most video games, so I believe I would enjoy it, to be honest. I believe that I would enjoy it. And the beat goes on and on and on and on and... I mean, we probably should have just thrown the 100 wins there, right? Like, I mean, I guess it's a good arsenal. Could potentially set us up for something better. Could set us up for this. Could set us up for this. This hand's bananas. Oh, they have to do that of each in phase, unless you've played, pitch, or defended with a blue card. Interesting. I think that line is from Anchorman, not Django. No, absolutely. Absolutely not. No. I promise you that's from Django. Trent is trolling me right now. No. 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 We won't listen to your lies. Your lies. To be fair, assuming you were born in the 90s, there were better FPS games growing up. So I was born in 96. I was born in 96, and like growing up, I played a lot of Halo when I was a kid. Like, I remember standing in line with my dad to get the original Xbox and like us playing Halo. So like I have a lot of like memories of you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I definitely grew up playing FPS. It just wasn't Doom. And then like as I got a little bit older, it transitioned into Call of Duty when Call of Duty 4 was popular. But you know, I played a lot of like we played Halo 1, Halo 2, 3, Reach, like all online, all campaigns, like everything. We played a ton of them. And then like I got big into Call of Duty as I got older. And you know, the funny part is like I didn't really get into like card games and like, you know, like strategy board games, kind of like board card games, like kind of thing, until I was like in college. I was 18. I was going into my first year of college when I started playing Magic. You just watched Inglourious Bastards for the first time last week. Now I, like Drew, am jealous because that is like, you got to experience that for the first time. So I'd never seen that movie until I met Carly and we watched it. And brother, that movie is absolutely amazing. I love that movie. It is so good. Inglourious Bastards is amazing. You may destroy any number of weapons, equipment, and non-tokens, create a silver. Okay, I see. This is like the combo thing here. Yay, good game, opponent. So yeah, we were coming in for 3. We were going to come in with a tiger and then come in for 4. Yeah, we just like ran them over. Like I feel bad a little bit, but what a good game to end on. Man, 11-2. We're cracked. We're cracked, dude. We're like insane. We're so good. We need to do Discord movie nights. I would be down for that. Like I would totally be down to like hang out and like just like stream a movie in the Discord one night. That would actually be a lot of fun. I like could thoroughly get behind doing something like that. It would be a lot of fun. That would be cool. How about you, Udovich? You make that deal? It's a damn fine deal. God, Brad Pitt and Inglourious Bastards is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Anyway, so turns out Zin's insane. Who knew? Crazy, right? I would honestly like to know what his bad matchups are in Blitz so that I could test against them a little bit. So if anybody has any ideas, like if you can throw them in the chat real quick, that'd be great. And if not, like hit me up in the Discord. I do need to do some testing before skirmish. The rest of the week, so on Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to be playing Blitz again. I'm going to be playing 2 decks each night. So I'm going to throw up some options. If you are a member of the YouTube channel or a subscriber on Twitch, make sure you link that to the Discord so that you could have those you can have the like extra things that come with that. There's a whole section of the Discord you have access to if you link your Twitch or your YouTube to the Discord. You guys are going to be voting on different decks to play on both days. I'm going to throw quite a few at you guys both days so that we can pick between the ones that you want. And we're going to throw those options out there so that you guys can pick what you want. And on Wednesday, Carly and I are going to be playing Fortnite. We're going to be playing in the Zero Build Duos Cash Cup. It is like a completely free to play in thing, but like there's a chance that we could win some money. So we're going to play in it on Wednesday and see what happens. It's, I don't know. It could be fun. Could be fun. Would love to joke around with you boys over a movie. Dude, that would be awesome. I'm so down, Trent. He loses to Blaze, apparently, a detrimentally dead below 8 to 9. Okay, that's good to know, Andrew. I appreciate it. He loses to Nerves of Steel Fatigue Guardian. Okay, that's also good to know. I think it has to be Victor. I feel pretty confident I can beat him on Blaze since the lethal range is pretty big, even with the bans. Okay, good to know. That's good. It's good information to have. I appreciate the info. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.